Good day, everyone. I am Juvie Marsibang, your math teacher for today, and welcome to the Math Amazing World.
First, we will have a priming activity. Above are the pictures which are related to our lesson for today. Another clue is the jumbled letters. So guess the correct word that describe the pictures. What do you think is our topic for today? You're right. It is probability.
Today, we will be talking about probability of simple events. But before that, let me present to you our objectives for today. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to first, find the probability of simple events. Second, solve problems involving simple events. And third, is to cooperate in the class activities.
Let us now unlock the terms that are useful in learning probability of simple events. First is the outcome. It refers to one possible result of a probability. Next, sample space. Sample space is the list of possible outcomes for a probability of event. And the third is random. It refers to outcomes that occur at random if each outcome is equally likely to occur. Next, simple event. It is a specific outcome or type of outcome. And the last one is complementary events. It refers to the events of one outcome happening and the outcomes not happening are complementary. And the sum of the probabilities of complementary events is 1. Those are terms that are very useful in learning probability of simple events. So now, what is probability? Probability is the chance that some event will happen. It is the ratio of the number of ways a certain event can occur to the number of possible outcomes. In finding the probability of simple events, we can use the formula P of event is equal to the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. And probability is usually used in playing dice, spinners, coins, deck of cards, events or odds. We can also use in alphabets and etc. That's how useful the probability is. We can identify if that event is impossible, not very likely, equally likely, somewhat likely, or certain to happen. It depends on the result of the probability. If it is 0%, it is impossible to happen. If it is 25% or 1/4 or 0.25, it is not very likely to happen. But if it is 1/2 or 0.5 or 50%, it is equally likely to happen. And if it is 3/4 or 0.75 or 75%, it is somewhat likely to happen. And lastly, if the result is 1 or 100%, it is certain to happen. Let's have an example number 1. Roll a die. We all know that a die has 6 faces. And it is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we should use the formula P of event is equal to the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. P of rolling a die, which is 4, is equal to 1, which is the number 4 on a die, over the 6 faces. So the answer is 1 over 6. Therefore, the probability of rolling a 4 is 1 out of 6, or 1 over 6. Now we will have the second example. Roll a die again. What is the probability of rolling an even number? Even numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 2. So, P of event is equal to number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. So we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in a die. So let's get the even number in a die. So we have 2, 4, and 6. We only have 3 even numbers over 6 numbers. Therefore, we have 3 over 6 or 1 over 2. Therefore, the probability of rolling an even number is 3 out of 6 or 50%. Let's proceed to sample number 3. We can apply the probability of simple event in spinners. So the question is, what is the probability of spinning green? In the spinner presented, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors, and we have only one green in the spinner. So we can use the formula P of event is equal to number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. P of green is equal to 1, which is the number of green color, over 4 because we have 4 different colors in the spinner. Therefore, the answer is 1 over 4. The probability of spinning green is 1 out of 4 or 0.25 or 25%. Now let's apply probability of simple event in flipping a coin. The question is, what is the probability of flipping a tail? If we flip a coin, we have tail and a head. So let's use the formula P of event is equal to the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes. P of tail is equal to 1 because we only have one tail in a coin, over 2 because we have 2 different choices. Therefore, the probability of flipping a coin is 1 over 2 or 50%. Now let's proceed to our fifth example, which is deck of cards. Now the question is, what is the probability of picking a heart? In a deck of cards, we have 52 cards and 4 different shapes. So 52 divided by 4 different shapes is equal to 13. So let's use the formula. P of heart is equal to the number of favorable outcomes over the number of possible outcomes is equal to 13 because we have 13 hearts in a deck of cards over 52 because we have 52 cards in a deck of cards. So let's simplify 13 over 52. It will become 1 over 4. Therefore, the probability of picking a heart is 1 out of 4 or 0.25 or 25%. Next question is, what is the probability of picking a non-heart? We solved a while ago that the probability of picking a heart is 1 over 4. So let's just subtract 52 minus 13. So it is equal to 39 over 52, or we can simplify it to 3 over 4. Therefore, the probability of picking a non-heart is 3 out of 4 or 0.75 or 75%. Now let's apply the probability of simple events in the real world. So we have here an example. Best Buy is having an iPad giveaway. They put all the iPad shuffles in a bag. Customers may choose an iPad without looking at the color. Inside the bag are 4 orange, 5 blue, 6 green, and 5 pink iPads. If Maria chooses one iPad at random, what is the probability that she will choose an orange iPad? So that is the problem. Let's solve for the problem. So probability of orange is equal to 4 over 20. We use 4 because we have 4 orange iPads in a bag. And next, we have 20 iPads all in all. Definitely, we can simplify 4 over 20 to 1 over 5 or 20%. Another real-world example, a computer company manufactures 2,500 computers each day. an average of 100 of these computers are returned with defects. What is the probability that the computer you purchase is not defective? So, all in all, we have 2,500 computers, and here is our solution. P of not defective is equal to the number of not defective over the total number manufactured, is equal to 2,400 because we subtract 100 from 2,500. So the 100 there is the defective one. Since we are looking for the non-defective, so 2,400 is our not defective over 2,500, which is the computers manufactured. So we can simplify 2,400 over 2,500 into 24 over 25. Therefore, the probability of not defective is 24 over 25.
So now, you will be having a quiz B level 1. In every item, you will be given 10 seconds to answer. If you get the correct answer, then you will gain 1 point in every item. So answer the following questions by identifying what is being referred to. What are you waiting for? Let's begin with item number 1. What do we call the one possible result of a probability? Your time starts now. The correct answer is outcome. Number 2. It refers to the set of all possible outcomes for a probability event. The correct answer is sample space. Number 3. What do we call the chance that some event will happen? The correct answer is probability. Number 4. It is the ratio of the number of ways a certain event can occur to the number of possible outcomes. The answer is probability. 5. What is the percentage of the probability of event if it is impossible to occur? The correct answer is 0%. Number 6. What is the percentage of the probability of event if it is certain to occur? The correct answer is 100%. Number 7. In the picture, what is the probability of obtaining black? The correct answer is 1/2 or 1/2. Number 8. What is the probability of getting 1? The right answer is 1/8. Number 9. What is probability of getting odd number? The correct answer is 1 over 2. Now let's proceed to item number 10. What is probability of spinning white? The correct answer is 1 over 2. Congratulations, students! I believe that you got a perfect score. For those who did not perfectly score, job well done. Study harder and do better. Now, let's proceed to our second activity, which is entitled Where Do I Belong? In this activity, you are grouped according to your place. The team 1 will be the Matitinik, which is San Vicente group. The team 2, the Mat Gagaling, which is the Flaviano group. And the third team is the Matatalino, which is the Dalena group. Now let's proceed to the second level of the activity. In this activity, you are assigned in each team the problem that you are going to solve. You are given 1 minute to answer the problem assigned to you. Read carefully and answer the following questions. The Matitinik, Andy and Kerlin are doing their assignment in science. They need to do an experiment using different colors of flowers, 4 red, 8 blue, and 6 yellow flowers. What is the probability of picking a blue flower? For the Matgagaling, Jaymar and Anthony played a die with their younger brother. Find the probability that they will roll a number divisible by 2 in a die. For the Matatalino, Joanna presented this country in the fashion show which was organized in Japan. Her fashion specialist, Manilin, gave her a chance to wear 3 black dresses, 9 orange dresses, and 6 pink dresses. What is the probability that she will wear a pink dress in the first round? So, your time starts now. Time is up! So the correct answers are: for the Matitinik, the answer will be 4 over 9. For the Matgagaling, the answer is 1 over 2. And for the Matatalino, the answer is 1 over 3. If you got the correct answer, good job! Now, let's generalize the lesson and focus with the key concepts. Probability is the chance that some event will happen. It is the ratio of the number of ways a certain event can occur to the total number of possible outcomes. So this is the most important key concept of the probability. Now let's see if you really understood the lesson for today. This will be an independent practice. Calculate the probability of each independent event. We have the item number 1, P of red. Item number 2, P of 2. Item number 3, P of not red. Item number 4, P of even. And item number 5, P of not yellow. So you will be given 2 minutes to do the activity. Okay, time is up. Let's see if your answers are correct. For the item number 1, the P of red is 1/2. Item number 2, P of 2 is 1/4. Item number 3, P of not red is 1/2. Item number 4, P of even is 1/2. And the last one, P of not yellow is also 1/2. Great job, students! You're on the right track. Now let's apply the probability of simple events to real world. The problem is, a computer company manufactures 2,500 computers each day. An average of 100 of these computers are returned with defects. What is the probability that the computer you purchase is not defective? So in this problem, you will be given 1 minute to answer. Your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see if the answer is correct. The correct answer is, the probability of not defective is equal to the number of not defective over the total number manufactured. Is equal to 2,400 over 2,500. So if we simplify it, it will become 24 over 25. So now, for your assignment, we have this problem. A coin is tossed and a 6-sided die is rolled. Find the probability of landing on the head side of the coin and drawing a tree on the die. So that is probability of head and tree. That's all for today.
Since we already know how to solve problems involving probability of simple events, that's all for today. So this is Juvie Mansibang, your solvemate for today.